Come on. It's time. You're with me. Where is it, Hella?
Through there, I think.
You were out cold. Any of this look familiar?
You were a good find when we hired you. Former military always knows how to get the job done. Well, you got the sample. Client's on his way, then we all get paid. Barrett?
Man! So, you found something?
Right here. The new guy found it.
Is that right, cowboy? Went on a trip, huh?
Look, just hand over the credits, and I'll be happy to never see this thing, or you, ever again.
That was some fine work under pressure. You dug up the artifact, right? That means you saw it. The visions? You're coming with me to Constellation. You're part of this now.
It appears you are the new captain of the Frontier. Here we are, the Lodge.
Oh. Easiest bet I'll ever win. We appear to have a visitor.
Welcome to Constellation. We have a lot to talk about. Would you care to tell us what happened to our friend? Why you're here and he isn't? I see. What happened when it was extracted? Did anyone see anything? Hear anything? Interesting. Similar to Barrett's description of the experience, with less embellishment. Noel, I think it's time we tested your theory. The artifact. If you could place it on the table here.
That's it.
Oh my god, that's it. They're reacting. Look at how it's coming together. That energy that's arcing between them, no manufactured material in the settled systems can do that. None of them. This proves...
Easy, girl. Breathe. You'll have a heart attack.
Not to take away from the moment, but what are we going to do about our new friend here?
So, are you ready to get to work? You and I are going to be doing some traveling together. Get your feet wet. We're going to be doing some old-fashioned detective work. Tip from the UC Vanguard sounds promising.
Here's what I got for you two. Vanguard volunteer by the name of Moera. Word is he's got some fancy metal ornament he's been showing off to the old grounders. Matches that description Sarah gave me. Sol system has a lot of planets, but a vet like Moera will be checking in at Sidonia on the regular.
You mean hitting the bars, don't you, John?
Oh, what a lovely view of the Martian sky. Frankly, I'm a bit surprised to find such a delightful spot in this rather drab city.
Fine. Do it. I'll be at the bar. Find me when it's done.
We're on it, sir.
You should inspect your ship for heat leeches every couple landings. They'll cause plenty of havoc if left unchecked.
He ain't been around. Went off on patrol. Hasn't been back in since. Believe me, I've heard it. But,
He has a tab, and you don't know if he's coming back.
It's a lot of credits, okay? Okay, let's talk.
Two steps in, and we're already looking at a corpse. Okay, it's not Vanguard Moara.
Initiating. We're here!
This is Vanguard Moira. I've patched up my ship, and I'm heading to Neptune.
Wait, you see that? There's a ship just drifting out there.
What? Man, I've only heard stories.
We've heard stories too, about a strange object you found on patrol. It'd be worthless to someone trying to flip rare minerals quickly.
So you're saying I shouldn't be using it as a hood ornament? It's yours. Appreciate the rescue.
Good work.
It fits.
We need more. Here. You've earned this. Welcome to Constellation. We're going to do great things together. All of us. But before you go, let me tell you about our other leads. First, there's an expedition that Samco has been putting together. There's also the Eye, our star station in orbit. And last but not least, Noel. Have we heard anything from Barrett yet?
No other word.
That's not good.
And you must be the latest poor fool to get dragged into our dysfunctional little family. Well, I'm gonna fall asleep before you do.
Kuriko, by the way. Hi.
Now, let's talk business. Sarah tell you about the expedition? Sure enough, that's where we're heading. Let me know when you're ready.
Well, you're back. More pirates showed up when you were gone. Next thing I know, 2 of the pirates are dead, and that's when they brought out Hela. They could have grav-jumped anywhere, and both of them ended up getting taken aboard the pirate ship. I just want to pack up.
Whoever finds this, I'm attaching the interstellar coordinates to the metadata on the transmission. Rescue us. Repeat. Rescue us.
Oh, hey. Here you go.
Tie him up. Once we get back to the base, the fun starts.
Holy shit. You actually found me.
But I can't just let you go with nothing to show for it.
Very well. You're all free to go.
It's been a real pleasure, Matsura. Really. So, back to the lodge?
This is UC Security. Prepare to be scanned for contraband. Our scan detected contraband on board. I've got special orders. You're coming with me.
My name is Commander Kibwe Ikande. I'm going to make this simple. Agree to work for UC SysDev, and together we take down the Crimson Fleet. refuse, and I tell these guys to throw you into the nearest lockup. Smart choice.
We need eyes and ears inside the Crimson Fleet.
You're damn right I do. Proceed to Sidonia. You're dismissed.
If you're here to buy or sell, you might want to talk to Octai. There's a buddy of mine who runs with the Crimson Fleet. Goes by the name Adler Kemp.
Unless you're here to serve me another drink, you can turn around and walk away. Yeah, I think we can help you with this. I'll call ahead and get a hold of Neva Mora. She's second to the big boss himself. Head out to Europa. You'll find her there.
Wow! Look who finally had the guts to show up. Looks like Adler finally did something right for once.
Then it worked. You're in. I assume you'll be meeting Delgado soon.
I'm an old man, and I'm worried.
Don't come any closer. Identify yourself.
Ah, good.
Look at you two. I'm jealous. I tried following up on some leads myself, but came back empty-handed.
I found an interesting pattern. The grav anomaly generated by one of those artifacts, it matches one on another planet. A bigger one. Tip our ears on the tail. Mind putting the paces to it? Weird. So we have artifacts, a temple, and this power. All connected.
You good to go yet? All right, we're here. You ready? I'm a Ko. As in Solomon Ko, first man on Aquila. After Planetfall, Solomon spent years mapping Aquila. And he found a tiny little patch of nothing on his sensors. The kind of nothing an artifact produces. He called it the Empty Nest.
I think that's far enough.
Go ahead. Time for that artifact to meet its siblings. Just, what are we building here?
I want you for a little soiree I'm planning. It's about an artifact, and our goal is simple. We're going to purchase it. The artifact is almost certainly stolen from someone. That settles it then. I have the amount we agreed on.
Okay. It's all yours.
You hold something you have no right to. We are the Starborn, and you are unworthy to possess the artifacts.
I'm not liking what I'm seeing on the scans. If we spin up the grav drive now, we have a chance.
Everyone, come take a look at this.
Secret military tech, maybe?
No United Colonies Admiral approved that starship design.
They call themselves the Starborn. Demanded we hand over the artifact.
Maybe a distant human colony finally popping its head up?
Or extra-dimensional beings.
Is the metaphor of avenging angels coming down to keep humanity from forbidden knowledge not apt here?
We have a lot of theories, but nothing concrete. Except that they're after the artifacts, and they're willing to take them by force.
The hell took you so long? I don't care. Follow me.
It's time to get down to business.
Can we get on with this? I want to get drunk at the last Nova.
Pack your cold weather gear, Rooks. Crix's legacy is no story, neighbor. And everyone who's tried to find it has wound up empty-handed, missing, or dead. About time you got here.
I told you you were wasting your time, Del.
We are here to dig up any info about Crix's legacy.
Something because I am getting sick and tired of this place. I knew it.
Hey, what the hell? This is bullshit, Delgado. I helped plenty.
Is that Mathis? Tell him to shut up. You just get your ass on that shuttle and get out of here.
The hell took you so long? That's it? Legacy wasn't referring to Crix's fortune. It's the name of an actual ship. A Galbank transport probably loaded with credits. Which means the company is going to have records of where it went down. Neva, weren't you working on a deal with Rokov? Something about a big-wig charity event on one of Trident's Starliners? That Starliner has a Galbank VIP suite aboard.
We grab their credentials and get ourselves into the Galbank archives in New Atlantis.
Thanks to you, Delgado's cutting me from the fleet. Well, you know what? You better get your own fleet, because I'm coming after you.
But if you don't come back with the ES award, I'm gonna deduct it from your pay.
Did you discover anything worth reporting yet? Legacy. Why does that sound familiar? What's your next move? Clever, Delgado. Very clever.
You have compromising materials about me in your possession. The only thing I have to offer in return are my Galbank credentials.
Ah, so the Galbank transport went down over Bannock 4. Bannock. Why does that sound familiar?
Bannock 4 is an EM-class gas giant. We can't even get a ship near the thing without frying every circuit aboard.
The Galbank data says the transport had a CBR-27 transponder. Can we track that kind of thing?
I heard that the UC's been working on a ship signal decryption system called the CommSpike.
I want you and Neva to put your heads together and get us that comspike.
Did you get the Earth Savior Award, or am I gonna be very disappointed? Well, look at that.
So I heard there was a bit of excitement on the Siren of the Stars. Your handiwork, I assume? Yes. I assume you copied the information from the Galbank's computers. Let me see what you got. So the legacy went down at Bannock 4. Bannock 4. Why does that sound familiar, Toft? There's still the matter of tracing the legacy's transponder signal. They have information about the comspike? Keep playing along and go after the comspike.
According to the latest, the comspike is being developed at UC Star Station SY-920.
SY-920 is one of my regular stops, so I already have the necessary approvals.
You with the Jade Swan? Loading and unloading only. Stay clear of the military barracks. State your business. Logging ensign level clearance. Go on ahead.
Wait, who are you? The comspike. But I can't just hand it to you. It's a module for a ship. Splendid.
Jasmine tells me that you not only brought us the comspike, but an entire prototype UC ship. I'm impressed, Rook. That leaves our electromagnetic atmosphere problem. And I think we've discovered a solution.
You get to meet up with the lovely Estelle Vincent. Whatever info you need, I guarantee she can get.
We are one step away from Crix's legacy, and we cannot afford any screw-ups.
Please give me your report. Then it's just a matter of time before she reverse engineers it to fit the fleet's purposes. So what does Delgado have you doing next? Has he solved the Bannock 4 problem? The conduction grid?
You want the conduction grid tech, then you're gonna have to download it from the power core of Generdyne's facility in the underbelly. While you're inside Generdyne, I need you to plant a virus into their system.
God dang it! You're dead. Get back here!
You want to quit standing there and hand over the conduction grid data?
Ah, perfect. I'll take that.
Dependable as always. We've gotten word that UC SysDef is massing somewhere nearby for an attack on the key. While we prepare for their arrival, I want you to head straight for Bannock 4 and bring Crix's legacy home.
Before you jump to Bannock 4, I need to make one thing abundantly clear. The credits from that Galbank transport cannot reach the fleet. You have to bring them here at all costs. that Crix's legacy? Amazing. Board the key and bring Delgado to justice.
Justice? Be honest with me. And I'll be waiting for you in my cell.
Great job.
Anything to report?
Delgado and Shinya Voss have been taken into custody.
Excellent news, Lieutenant. I'm going to be really sorry to see you go.
You got me kicked out of the Crimson Fleet, and now it's time for me to take everything from you!
Mateo, are you?
But we got more competition. Rival collector. Captain Petrov owns a salvager vessel called the Scow. Think we're gonna need a crowbar and bag for this one.
Waddick, you didn't tell me we had visitors.
We have visitors.
Excellent. The artifact? I cannot part with it.
I never liked him anyway.
The eye's gone completely dark.
Noel, Starborn, came out of nowhere.
Hello, Constellation. They call me the Hunter. Say goodbye to your friends. It won't be long. Hello, again.
I have all the artifacts.
No.
Alive. Krix's ghost can keep waiting.
I don't think I'm gonna be moving around too much for a bit.
I don't think I can move right away.
Lodge and the Eye are not secure.
Here, keep the artifacts safe.
Hey, Sarah's friend. You come to enlist at long last? Start earning your stripes with the Vanguard? Well, all right. Comms repair. Can the people of Tau Ceti 2 count on you? That's the spirit.
I know our encounter with the Hunter is the last thing anyone wants to talk about right now, but he said something that I can't get out of my mind. Unity. I've heard that word before. It's an important concept in Keeper Aquilas' speeches.
The priest?
Why not talk to him? Keeper Aquilas?
Oh, Mateo.
We were hoping to talk to you about Unity.
Unity. Unity. Unity. The second planet in Indum. Go.
I thought. Or you've got some incredible timing. Regardless, I think it knows you're here. I'll unlock the door. Second floor, main building. But be quiet.
I'm Hadrian. I came here on a rumor of a terramorph. Tao said he's too young to have one. Yet, here it is. I'm gonna need a tissue sample from it.
You just flatlined a terramorph!
I need Dr. Percival Walker to put together a sample analysis for this thing. Full workup. He'll know what that means. But last I heard, he was contracting with the Trade Authority on Mars.
Hadrian sent you.
You can reattach your finger, Percy.
So what exactly did she have you bring me? Hadrian said that, huh?
The circle, huh? That sample? It's an exact match for the ones from Londinian.
Londinian. So I've been trying to figure out what it's gonna take to access our old terramorph data. It's in the archives.
Doesn't that mean we be dealing with the cabinet?
Ah, welcome. Access to the UC Xeno Warfare Team's terramorph data. While the data you two have presented is compelling, I think we can safely say it's insufficient for the level of action you've requested. Perhaps once we've... What was that?
Attention. An incident has occurred.
Don't just stand there!
You're going to be okay! It's not real! Whatever you're experiencing right now is not real! We have to put down that door!
It would appear that the cabinet owes you our thanks for what you did for the city today, as well as an apology. We will be supporting your collection of the terramorph data from the archives.
Acknowledged and accepted, Captain.
Please raise your hand. I'm pleased to welcome you into the United Colonies as a full citizen. There's a member of the UC who's asked to speak to you.
I'm Francois Fanon. I was an admiral during the Colony War. That's my daughter. The names and locations of Hadrian and Percival's old research team. I'll tell you where they are. But in exchange, Dr. Reginald Orlaise, I want you to track him down and deal with him.
Shoot them down.
So he didn't come quietly then. I can ensure the remaining team members find their way to the Red Devil's headquarters. Except for one. His name is Kaiser. You can find him on the Freestar world of Nira.
Battery accepted. Operational power levels restored. Where are we going?
Londinian. Percival will be scanning the city for our samples from here. When he finds one, he'll transmit the coordinates to us out in the field.
They're going to eat you alive.
The heat leeches are terramorphs. Pretty Major is right. The attack on New Atlantis, does this... Could someone have set that up?
Kill protocols.
All right, let's get to the bottom of this. Percival, Kaiser's got the cell data from the New Atlantis and Tau Ceti attacks, right?
Uploading them myself.
It is a match. This suggests with high certainty that the Lazarus plant was used to trigger the attacks on both planets.
Playback initiated.
Admiral Senna, we need to make the evacuation request.
That's my father he's addressing.
Admiral!
It just transformed. An invisible weapon. No planet would be safe.
Physical copy available.
An invisible weapon. He knew about the Lazarus plant. Grab that recording.
Attention.
My God, concentrate fire!
Surrounded. All around. No.
Good. Now just stash that sample with Kaiser and we're done.
Do I have it right that Vae Victus knew about this damn plant?
That's what it sounded like.
Even he's not clever enough to pull off an attack like that from the great beyond. I'm sorry, what?
I'm glad you told me. I think you, Captain, should get in contact with my father and find out what he might know about the attacks.
I did it.
I knew it. My father figured out how to use terramorphs as weapons.
He did what?
That's impossible.
You have evidence to back this up?
It just transformed. A terramorph out of thin air. An invisible weapon. No planet would be safe.
I'd know that voice anywhere.
We failed the people of the colonies by not dealing with Vae Victus sooner. I intend to rectify that mistake immediately. The cabinet will be securing the Lazarus plant on Londinian. All materials related to the plant will be classified to ensure no one else learns its true nature.
That is an idea with some merit to it.
Thank you for the suggestion, Captain. The cabinet wanted to display its gratitude. Today, we will be adding 3 new Class 1 citizens to our ranks.
Class 1? For the 3 of us? Are you joking?
What he means to say is, thank you, ma'am.
Oh, yeah. Thank you, ma'am.
This meeting is adjourned.
Morale in the lodge has been measurably reduced.
And I'd like to get everyone together. To say goodbye. You know. To Sarah.
Everyone seems more distant in the lodge.
Squeak! I thought maybe I would come up with something to say, but I've got nothing.
I don't often speak about what I believe in.
You all might not like thinking about this, but when we die, everything about us breaks down.
Spying on people isn't very polite.
But you always say there aren't enough rangers and you need more help.
If there's something you can do to help, I promise I'll tell you. Oh. Use the mission terminal and take one of the listed jobs. Your choice. Come back alive? Oh, you're back.
You're now a Freestar Ranger deputy.
We got word from a farmer on Montera Luna. She says someone's trying to take her farm, and she's afraid she might be in danger.
You have no idea how happy I am to see you. I was out planting in the fields when I saw some men approaching. They wanted to buy the farm. I told them right where they could stick it. If I didn't change my mind, I was gonna regret it. They headed into the canyons back behind the house.
Air 'em out, boys!
What's the story on Montero Luna?
Unfortunately, it came to violence. None of them survived.
You helped someone in need and came back alive. That's a job well done. Now, did you find anything that might give us a lead on why these men wanted the farm?
They were dressed in Freestar militia uniforms. The unit badge was yellow on black with the number 1.
The 1st Cavalry. Just find out what you can about those men on Montero Luna.
That's good news. I want the thief found. I provide jobs. Very seriously.
I've just received a report that the stolen ship was seen landing at Neon just after the theft.
It sounds like you'll be heading to Neon.
I'm guessing this is the part where you tell me that you've got questions and that you expect me to answer them. That sound about right? I didn't even keep it. It was a job. I turned it over to some men, and they took off for who knows where. I was approached by a woman named Maya Cruz. Said she was a senior member of the 1st, and that she had a job for me. Not long after that, I got a message from a guy named Marco. He said he was the money man for the 1st. Never met him directly, though. It was always through intermediaries and using encrypted slates.
Do you have one of those encrypted slates on you right now?
Yeah. Here. Take it. I'm done with all this.
What?
Oh, come to Daddy, my sweet little mystery slate.
I need a word. Any luck finding out who stole that ship from Hope Tech? What did you learn from the starship thief? I have a guess who Marco might be. I served with Maya Cruz. Good hunting, Deputy.
Well, what are you waiting for? Finish it.
Yeah, well, I'm not going out on the mile. That's a death sentence.
The rules are simple. Activate the beacon at the base of the towers.
As promised, I'll set up your meeting with Marco.
Come in, Deputy. Take a seat.
Grab a chair.
We've had more reports about farmers being threatened and attacked. Some didn't survive. Your lack of progress is costing lives.
No need to make it harder than it already is.
Sounds like you're starting to understand what it means to be a Freestar Ranger.
So what happened with Marco? I suppose underestimating you was his last mistake. What about Maya Cruz? I guess I'd want the same thing if I were in her place.
Excuse me, Marshal?
Not now, Alex.
This is important. I've done it. There are references to a place called the Factory.
The Factory? Then you'd better be ready for a fight.
Wrong hoop. To keep the Rangers off the scent. Don't bother.
Good to see you again. Excuse me? Oh, that's one hell of an accusation, Deputy. I see. I'm important! Guards!
Did you find out why the First was taking over farms? What? Ron Hope? Yeah, this is pretty damning. I hereby promote you to the rank of Ranger.
Just discussing how continued use of force against you is unwise.
We're all in it for ourselves. I say whoever can collect them should.
The Unity. It is a place, a gateway.
All the artifacts are needed to complete the armillary and open the way to the Unity.
Here it comes. The emissary tells you only the worthy should enter heaven.
The path to the Unity is opening to you.
You're going to tip the scales one way or another.
I want a truce.
Can we make peace? No. Oh, how tragic.
Seek the moon of Old Earth. There are secrets there you must discover for yourself. Do you understand now why I asked you to come here?
Why have one world when you can have all the settled systems?
The only thing you're watching out for is yourself.
The emissary just became my new best friend.
When you're ready, the hunter and I will be at the buried temple.
We'll kill you.
You found it, didn't you? The meaning of unity. Multiple universes?
You can't possibly mean.
Want to go over this whole multiple universe thing for everyone?
Yes, I wouldn't mind a little more detail.
Explains why the Starborn want the artifact so bad.
I don't even want to think. We have to see the Unity for ourselves.
We can get back to work.
I got the eye fixed up. Bruised, but still blinking. Let me know when you're ready to follow up on what it's seen. These last glimpses from the eye are from the farthest fringes of known space. Could be the only remaining pieces outside the hands of the Starborn. Catch a smile out there.
Am I not even remotely the unique individual I thought I was?
Could that be God?
Books.
Hey, Mayday! This is easy to... Explosion, high energy research lab. Massive damage. Overrun. Requesting emergency evac. Please.
What? We haven't sent a distress signal? But you should talk with the director.
So, Nishina?
Finally, someone came. How did you get in here? What? If the probe is still feeding power to the distortion, then... An artifact? You mean the metallic god?
Yeah, we should. Wait, he's back.
Ethan said you disappeared.
An artifact? Really?
That is quite a claim. Tell us about this other universe. Raphael?
No. How? We can't even use the damn elevator. What?
Clever.
I owe you.
Okay, you're up. Something goes wrong in there, we'll come get you.
Why would anything go wrong?
You don't deserve the final artifact.
Crix's ghost!
Gaze into the abyss of the infinite.
Well, here we are, ready to kill each other for the artifacts.
finish this. I live on in the unity of love.
Vladimir and I have been talking, and we're both staying here.
I'm not coming with you.
I can't wait to get to the Unity!
Let's get it, huh? I'll be taking up the chair when everyone's gone in the Unity.
These new universes won't know what hit them.
I'm not as afraid as I thought I would be.
And I would be a poor choice of company if I was, well, poor.
Say your last goodbyes.
You made it. Everyone says that when they hear themselves for the first time. Creators